Hey, wake up. It's time to make another video.
What? I just made 5 videos.
That was last week, honey.
Okay, this is the trampoline video then. Hey guys, my name is Zach Ferguson, and this channel is all about helping you guys reach your tricking goals. I may not be the best tricker, but hopefully my experience can help you guys become the best. If your goal is to do this, then keep watching. I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Okay, I feel a lot better now. So, with this being the last video of the year, I felt like we should do something that I get a lot of requests about, how to do your full on the trampoline. It's super simple and relatively easy in my opinion. You just gotta know what you're doing. And so because of that, we're gonna actually do 2 different variations of that full also, which is a full round and a full D-leg. So let's get started. All right, to start out, I assume that you've been trying your full if you're watching this tutorial, but I want you to kind of forget everything that you know right now and just kind of follow along with me. You can have a couple different movements, like you can have a back flip, a front flip, a side flip, and those things will help you immensely, and I'm gonna go over that in my actual full tutorial. But today I'm just gonna teach you how to do a full as if it was its own independent movement and there's no progressions to it, okay? Except for the progressions that I'm gonna show you right now. So let's start with something relatively easy, like a cat twist, but kind of more like just a bounce on your back, okay? So I'm gonna go this way the whole time so you guys can see the progression. So basically all I want you guys to do is fall towards your face and then lean over, dummy easy. Bounce on your back and your shoulder blades and then try to get to your feet. Then use your arm to guide you. So I twist to my left, so I'm going to reach with my right arm. So all you gotta do is reach over like this, same thing, hop a little bit, and then try to curl up and land on your feet again. After that, we're going to try and kind of dive into that. So you're kind of jumping as if you're gonna land on your back, like this. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn in the middle. So we're bouncing like this or standing like this. Jump, turn, bounce, get back to your feet. Then from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn sideways. So if my direction of momentum is this way, I'm going to look over there and I'm gonna reach over with my right arm and get to that shoulder. So you can have this arm up for height, but right now it doesn't even matter that much. I'll show you both really quick. So up for height. And without the height. Either way, relatively easy, it's not gonna change that much for you. But what you wanna do is start getting comfortable with that motion and just kind of bouncing into it. You can tuck or straighten your legs to get back to your feet. Just make sure that you are landing it on your feet before you move on. The whole goal is to kind of get nowhere near your head when you're hitting the trampoline. Then we're gonna do it from backwards. So I'm facing this way, my direction of momentum is this way. If I was doing that forward dive, I was going this way. Now I'm facing completely away from it. But you can look backwards the whole time, which is why this hack can help you get your full faster, because then your brain is comfortable and you can see where your shoulder blades are trying to hit. So from here, swing your arms like you're gonna backflip, but even if you don't know how to backflip, you can just swing your arms and then look there the whole time. So you're kind of just bouncing and swinging, and landing on your shoulder blades. You're here, bounce, swing, shoulder blades. If you overshoot, kind of like this, it just means that you're going too far and you're not using control. We will use that much power later, but for right now, tone it down. Make sure that you are not undershooting and like falling on your head or your knees or something. You want to get it right in the middle. So you're swinging, looking, bouncing, and getting back to your feet. From there, It is literally as easy as doing it higher and tucking a little bit. So I will show you a progression, but if you do it well, like if you do it really hard right now, you'll probably land on your feet as long as you're spotting. So all you gotta do is all of that in the air. So first, it's exactly that. If you just send that and you just keep your eyes on the ground and you go really high and you kind of tuck, you can land right on your feet really quickly. But if you want to see a progression, I will do one really quick. So for a progression, it would look something kind of like this. Hopefully that helps you out. Now you can just drill it. Focus on spotting your landing the whole time. You can keep your eyes pretty much on the ground the whole time. You have this one slight blind spot, but then you look at the ground again, and then you just extend your legs to it. I will show you from a couple different angles so you can see. Focus on what your arms are doing. Your arms swinging you is giving you almost all the power, so if I'm doing it with no bounce whatsoever, I can still pretty much do it using my upper body with a slight push from my lower, but you don't really need to bounce if you're doing this correctly. This is also a way that you can train your standing full on the floor on your trampoline by doing it with less and less jump. But anyway, different angles. And if you can land it with that much control, then we can spice up your fulls with 2 different variations. Full round. And full D-leg. So usually people find one of these easier than the other depending on your body type, but I would say they're about the same level of difficulty skill-wise. Okay, so I had to shoot a private lesson in between that earlier part and now. So now we're gonna go over how to do your full round and your full D-leg. Also, there was a smudge on my camera earlier, so I guess I just looked holy in those shots. Sorry about that. Okay, if you have more of a stiff, powerful body like me that isn't as flexible, then I think that full double leg is gonna be easier for you. If you already kick a lot, like to do martial arts, or you're a kick type tricker, then full round is probably gonna be a lot easier for you. Or if you're more flexible, it's probably gonna be a lot easier for you. I'm gonna start with a full D-leg because I think that takes the least amount of alteration in terms of what you do with your eyes. And then we're gonna go into a full round. So there's 2 ways you can approach this. Both are easy in my opinion. I feel like the first way is a lot easier, but I'll show you another way because that'll actually teach you how to get double leg variations a little bit easier. But if your goal is just full double leg, then the first way is probably gonna be the easiest. All you're gonna need for this is the ability to at least get close to touching your toes. So I can touch my toes, but if you can just like grab behind like this, that's all you need, because all you need to do is make an L with your body to make the double leg shape. So the easiest way to do it is to spot the ground like a normal full and just straighten your legs. Most of the time, people will accidentally do a double leg shape, especially if they came from gymnastics, when they start doing a tricker kind of full, because their body naturally wants to keep their legs straight. So without trying to do a double leg, I'm gonna just keep my legs straight on a full. I promise, I did not try to double leg at all. I just try to do a full and keep my legs straight. Once you can do that, or if that happens to you, then all you gotta do is try to pull those legs towards your face. So you can practice just going boom, boom, and just practice this. And it's really as easy as that in the air. You just do your full, you spot the ground, and then you pike. I had enough time to tell you and show you, and then still pike. So if you're looking at the ground, you will be able to do it. What you wanna know is that you twist your torso all the way, and then when your body, your lower body starts pulling, that's when you do the pike, okay? If you do it too early, it's probably gonna happen like this. And you're gonna be like, what happened? I don't understand. That's because you didn't twist your upper body first. It's kind of like a wind up and then a release with your D-leg. So make sure your upper body goes first and then you try to pike. But basically just pull your legs towards your face after you start twisting your full, and then at the end, make sure you pull your head back up and you undo the L position. Otherwise it'll look like this. It'll be very hard to land because you'll still be in this L pike position, and especially with the bounce from the trampoline, it's gonna be almost impossible to stand up. So at the end, it's pretty much you do your jump, your pike, and then you're gonna stand back up at the end. And if you can do that, you'll do your full D-leg. The other way you can do it is with a backside 720 double leg. This one's a lot harder, but it's a lot easier for those who are afraid to invert for some reason. So a backside stance is like this. You don't have to start it like this, but I'd recommend doing it just for like the true motion of it, because this is how you're gonna be taking off for your full. But what you can do is just start from a backside stance and then try to do your double leg from that backside stance. It's gonna feel very awkward at first. What you can do is like a windshield wiper on the floor, just to get used to it. That's gonna be the motion that we're gonna do. So you're gonna be standing here in backside stance, lift up, lift across. So I go up, across. And that will help you understand the double leg motion in the air. The twist makes it a lot easier though. So work on that a few times and get used to it. Keep your eyes on the target so you don't fall over. It also kind of forces you to do the stand-up position at the end, or else you're not going to land the trick. That would just be a backside double leg, or close to it. I can't tell how inverted I am right now. And then from there, we just add the twist. So first, just 360 in spot. You actually want to go a little past 360, all the way to 540. So look, you bounce, spot again, 540. This is where you're trying to get to. If you stop here, then it's actually gonna be a little harder for you to land the D-leg. And then you just do that 360, and when you see your target again, which for me is you guys, you do that little bit of pike, and then try to stand up. So at first, your legs are gonna be apart like that. That's not a biggie. Just work it until they're closer and closer together. Make sure that you are seeing something. I spotted kind of down on that one. Just make sure you can see the general vicinity of your target, because it's gonna make sure that you know where you're piking, because based on physics, it's gonna do different things with your body if you pike in a different direction. Also, I don't know what's happening over there. It sounds like some demons or something, if you guys can hear that. Maybe the end of 2020 is finally struck. Either way, while we're still alive, let's try to invert it a little bit more by leaning back a little bit with your chest when you take off. That's gonna make it a whole lot easier to make the actual double leg shape, but I promise I only lean back about this much, but because I accelerated in that direction, it actually made the shape a lot stronger and actually pulled my legs over for me, as long as I kept them relatively straight and flexed this side of my body, pulling them over. After that, it's just a case of spotting instead of there, spot there at the beginning, and you'll turn it more and more into a full D-leg. Like that. And for the next relatively easy variation, let's do full round. So let's start from the backside stance, since we did that this last time, but essentially all you have to do is a backside 9. So it's the same exact motion, but you 360, and then you round kick, or even front kick if you want to, but again, it's supposed to be a round kick. So try to turn your hip over a little bit. However, on trampoline, because to do a proper round kick, you have to turn your toes away from your target. It's gonna be a little sketch. So you wanna hit that round kick shape in the air. So hit it and then drop before you land if you can. If you notice, I didn't do what I just said and almost twisted my ankle, so be careful. Once you can do your backside 9 with relative ease, start inverting it a little bit. Just change your targeting. You don't have to do anything different really with your body, because again, where you're looking is where your feet are gonna go. So change your target from you guys to here, to here, to here. progressively get it more of a 45-degree angle behind you, like it's where your ear is pointing or something. That's where you want to eventually kick to make it a full round. But spot here, and then spot there. And hopefully that can get you your full round. If that method doesn't work, then we can do the lazy man's method. And that's pretty much doing a full, but trying to eagle a lot at the end and then turning that into a full round. So if kicks and spotting sketches you out, then focus on eagling at the end of your full. If you can really focus on pulling this right leg back behind you, like you're gonna swing through or something, then that can help you learn the round shape. From there, what you want to do is alter what your hip is doing. So instead of holding back like this, all you're going to do is turn your hips just a little bit in the opposite direction. So I normally eagle here to full round. You're doing the same thing at the end, same timing and everything. You just turn your legs sideways. So instead of here, holding like this, you hold like this, more sideways, and then you got a full round. I'll show you what I mean. Full swing, full round, without changing my spotting. I'm just looking down at the ground the whole time as if I'm going to swing. So, swing, round. Can you see the difference? I'm doing the same spotting with my eyes, but because I'm focusing on extending my leg and straightening it sideways, it looks more like a round kick. I'll show you from a different angle. I personally like to do a round kick with an actual spot because I feel like it looks better, but if you keep this leg tucked in and you turn that leg sideways and sharp, it'll look like a full round kick. So hopefully that helped you guys learn a full really quickly, and then also learn how to do a few variations so you can play with all three. So if you like this video or it helps you, please leave it a like and subscribe to my channel so you can help me on my quest to 1,000 subs. If you like this shirt, this is Trick Like a Girl by Live Love Apparel. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I think it's a really dope shirt, and I think it's a really good message because it's about not making excuses and tricking like a girl. So link is in the description if you want to pick one of those up. But until next time, please stay safe and healthy, and Happy New Year.